So your question is,
Yeah.
why will God plant such a tree in the garden? God has several attributes, and one of his attributes is justice. So when he planted in the garden the tree of death, there was also another tree called the tree of life. God is not trying to create a robot, trying to create a being who he wants to voluntarily choose him. In order for man's free will or God's justice to be accounted for, gives man free will and gives man a choice. There is a tree of life, there's a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat this one, you will die. In Genesis 3, we see that if you eat of the tree of life, you will live forever as well. Still looking at the scriptures, man of course ate of the tree, or the poisonous tree, and was infected by that poison. And then we see God make a statement in Genesis 3 and verse 15. He said, the seed of the woman shall bruise the head of the serpent. The seed of the woman. Obviously, women do not have seed. Talking about the virgin birth. What that means is simple. Though God planted a tree of death, and there's also a tree of life, and he expects man to make a choice. Although man could eat of this tree and die, God already had a plan for man's redemption as well. He knew, because he's omniscient, he's all-knowing. He knew man will make a choice, and the choice will not be in man's favor. But he is just, and he will not stop man. Man has to choose him voluntarily. And even in choosing him now, in terms of the fullness of time, we hear the gospel and we either believe or do not. In fact, the fact that you are a free thinker and we have other persons of opposing worldviews, I think to an extent is proof that God is just and he will not force himself on any man. And that's what we see in the garden as well. When man ate of the tree of death and died, God made a statement, said, let us now protect him from the tree of life, lest he eats of it and lives forever in that state, which means he will no longer be redeemable.